Good evening and welcome to Girlfriend Minute. I am Shar.
And I'm Pascal.
How are you this early morning, Miss
I'm
Pascal?
good. How are you?
I'm good.
I've
Happy
had a long
Saturday.
day. Yes, happy Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, I took today off. You saw the
Good.
fruits.
Yes.
I butchered it.
No, that's good. That's how you get a
Yeah.
nice four day weekend. I love that.
I know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'm anticipating on being really slow here on Sunday. So I might, close up early and go home. But we're having an arts festival
Oh, how fun.
right now, and they always do it like every year on Memorial Day. So my belly dancers are down there belly dancing their bellies off.
Are they? That's
Yeah, they
funny.
usually put on a show, the troupe,
Yeah.
the whole troupe there. So, but yeah, it was good. It's been a nice couple days here, but it's been hot.
Oh,
And
it's
I
hot
mean,
here.
yeah, I mean
Mm-hmm.
like humidity like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
car was reading like 104 in the car.
We've had those already for the
Hmm.
last week or so. Yeah.
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 It's terrible. I know. I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar. It's, yeah.
Yeah, but I like it because I think maybe one of these Mondays I'm gonna like get up early and go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, drive that
You
four
should.
hours
You
and go.
should. Oh, 4
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but it's okay. It's worth it, There are beaches over there in Ocean City, Maryland. I like them way better than New Jersey.
Yeah.
So in the Jersey Shore, we always call them it's Dirty Jersey.
It's
Everybody
dirty
knows
too.
it's Dirty Jersey because the
Yeah.
beaches over there are so filthy.
Yeah.
And I have
Uh,
no idea why, but they
that's a
are
shame.
filthy. Yeah,
That is a shame. That's a shame.
it
Yeah,
is.
no. I took today off to do some things around the house. I only accomplished really one big thing. I did a few other smaller things, and tomorrow morning I'm getting a massage. I have not had a
Ooh.
massage in a long time, and I just feel like I need something.
Yes, Monday. Monday, I'm taking my daughter and my
That's right.
sister's coming along too for our spa day, our
That's
spa
going to be
treatment.
so nice. And then on
Yes.
Monday, if I get up early enough, I might possibly launch the skis again. We launched them this last week. Danny and I went jet ski riding for the day.
There you go.
And so maybe this Monday
Do you guys do
they won't get
fireworks
launched. I
on
don't
Mondays?
know. Someone will.
Does
I
the
won't.
city do that?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I actually just don't go participate.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't participate either because there's too many people, number one, and I don't want to be
Yes.
around all those people.
Yes.
However, we can still hear it from here because
Yes.
the river's not that far from the restaurant. So you can actually hear it as they're going
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
But usually, yeah, usually they're done around 9 in the evening.
I
Um,
wish people around here would get the hint because 1 a.m. is not necessary.
oh no, 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 no.
You
They
know,
do it at
they
9 and it's done
well,
by 10.
yeah, you would think they would do that, and then there's a few that have extras, and it's like, people who work in the hospital or work in the medical field sleep and take care of your loved ones. So maybe you should be
Correct.
considerate and be done by 11.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should be done by then. Over here,
I
I think
know.
the police will stop you anyway.
Well,
They'll
I wish
stop
they
you at
would
a certain
hear
time.
because I actually had someone burn down my fence with a bottle rocket one year for New
Oh
Year's.
no.
I got woken up by the fire department, which, is not a fun experience
No,
when you're
I'm
trying to
sure.
figure out who's knocking on your door at 3:30 in the morning and
Yeah.
you open the door and they have the lights on the truck shining on your front door and
Oh
there's a
my
guy
God.
standing there dressed and I'm just like,
Oh my God.
hello? Yeah. And he's like, can I come through your house and show you what happened in your backyard? I was like, sure. I'll just use your truck as ID that you're with it.
Well,
The
I mean,
fact you
at
had
least
the
it
gear
didn't
on.
get to your house, which
No, it
is
didn't get to
like,
my
yeah.
house, but my backyard, 3/4 of it was foamed, and it was heading towards the pine tree, which is no longer gone because I put in the pool. But 5 years ago, I put in a pool, so I had a pine tree. So where my sun shelf is was the pine tree. So I'm grateful that the neighbor 3 houses down or so was a huge smoker that he had to get up in the middle of the night to smoke, and he would smoke outside, and he saw the flames, and he called 911
Oh my
because he
God.
knew
Well,
that
thank
we would
God
be
for him.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it had moved. It burned more than half of my privacy fence in the back.
Oh no.
Someone's bottle rocket landed and smoldered, and then it just went from there. And it smoldered for hours because when I went to bed, there was no
Yeah,
fire.
there was nothing there. Yeah.
And my yard was black. Well, it was covered in foam when I
Black
looked,
and
but
foam.
yeah.
Black and foamy.
I was like, oh my
It was
gosh,
not a
yeah.
foam party.
No, was not. So,
Not a
while I
bubble party.
appreciate fireworks, I do not appreciate, I also have two huge trees that cover the majority of my yard.
Well,
So
they
I
shouldn't
do
be
not,
doing that around there anyway.
no, just out of common courtesy, just being a decent
Right.
person, please don't set my fence on fire. Please don't set my trees on fire. Please don't blow
Exactly.
up my
Don't
jet
set
skis.
anything on fire.
You know?
Well, it's contained over here. They don't really let you do too much around here anyway, so they kind of keep track of. You still have, your ones
Yeah.
that like to get away with it, but for the most part, they're
I
right on top of
enjoy,
it.
and growing up, I used to go to south of the border and buy the fireworks and launch them, but I launched them out over water. We had a rocket
Yeah,
launcher, they launched over water, and we never launched them towards other boats or other people's
sure,
houses or
of
anything like that,
course.
because just being courteous. It's just basic manners,
Oh
you
my God, I
know.
remember spending those times when it was 4th of July time, okay, over in Florida. So my
Yeah.
mom and my dad would uh, get barbecue stuff ready, and we would go to Taylor Park. And we
Yes.
would go and sit over there, and you'd see all these people over there waiting for the fireworks. And
Yep.
then when the fireworks were ready to go, we would all go by the water
Yep.
to see them and watch them, and we would all sit over there. My God, those were long time memories.
Yeah. I don't know that Taylor Park still does the fireworks.
No?
I think for some reason it stopped so many years ago. Not that many years ago, but enough. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so. Largo Central does them. Maybe that's why, I don't know, because they're just down the road from each other, really, kind of.
Oh,
So
could
I
be.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Maybe they took it upon themselves to do them. Here they set them off on City Island.
yeah.
So we have a little island that has the uh, what are they called? Baseball field over
Mhm.
there. And then around the whole perimeter of that area, they have a couple of horses that were on the side. And then you can actually walk around it, kind of like a track and
Yeah.
field almost.
Mhm.
But it's all just, regular ground.
Yeah.
That they built, and then there's a small little choo-choo train for the kids, so you can actually sit with the kids if you wanted to go around. Every summer they have
Yeah,
it
Largo
running.
Central Park has a train for
Has it like
kids.
that? Yeah.
First Saturday of every month they give out rides.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I like fireworks, but again, and then I had, Roscoe's really anxious. I was walking him once, and it was 4th of July weekend, and it was sunny, bright out, not firework time, but someone on the street near us, we were walking, set off a rocket, and he tried to get under someone's fencing. I
Oh my
almost couldn't
God.
hold him, and he was 92 pounds,
Yeah.
and he was under, because there was enough of a gap between the way the ground was and the fence was, and it's a gated neighborhood. I would have been like, I don't know how to get in there to get my dog back, and yeah, I don't know. And then these dogs, Axel doesn't like them. He'll
Sure, of
bark all
course.
night, and then of course it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
No,
bring
I
me
just
joy anymore like it used to.
no. I
And it's
know,
not that I'm
same.
old and crotchety. It's just I have these situations to deal with. I have to drug
You're
the
old and
dogs.
crotchety. Come on.
To drug the dogs, and
Yeah.
it doesn't work. He pushes through the drugs, and he's like, "Rah, rah, rah," every time one goes off, and I spend hours listening to it. I'm just like, oh my God, shoot me now.
Yeah. No, I used to love to take my daughter over, and the problem is when you're in downtown Harrisburg, it's very difficult to find parking.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and if you do find parking, you're really lucky. Now they've built like parking garages and things like that where you can actually just go in and park. And during those times, I think most of the time they have them like for free. So you could just go in and park and then walk down or take the elevator down and then go to Front Street. But
Yeah.
it's very hard to find parking. And then forget it afterward. My God, everybody's about to go home and you're stuck in
And
traffic for
everyone
another
leaves
2 hours.
at once. Yeah. And that's why,
Yes.
people go to the beach and I don't want to go to the beach because I don't want to battle the traffic.
Well, yeah, that's why I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to get over the bridge
Yeah,
all at
exactly.
once.
All at once. Yeah.
I'm just like, I'd rather not. I'll watch a movie.
Right? It happens here in the summertime, though, if you go to Virginia Beach, because there's this one bridge that you just have to sit on for hours while you're trying to get over because you're trying to get to the beach.
And that takes the fun out of it.
It does. It does.
20-minute fireworks show and a 2-hour drive home when you live 2 minutes from the beach is just not fun.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
So when people are
Exactly.
complaining about the traffic, and then everyone complains about the traffic here, and then they're like, "Well, we watch the fireworks." I'm like, "Well, I thought you didn't like traffic."
Yeah. Yeah.
You're about to find out.
Sometimes I'll just cross over the Harvey Taylor Bridge just to get over to the other side when it's happening, because then
Yeah.
people will just slow down with their cars and will watch the fireworks from the cars. And then I'll watch like one or two and then, okay, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, I can step on my back pool deck and I can see
The fireworks.
from the
There
different
you go.
parks, and
Yeah.
I just stand there and watch a few of them. Like, okay,
That's
I've seen,
it.
I've seen many over the years. So
Yeah, so have I. I don't think it's something that interests me anymore to do.
yeah, it just changes. I did it every year with my kids for every holiday and stuff, and now I'm just like, I don't have to do that.
Exactly. You don't have to do that. How does that feel?
It feels amazing.
Doesn't it?
It does.
I know. I love
I can
it too.
watch a movie or stream a show
And do whatever you want.
do whatever I want. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't have
yes.
to do that anymore. Meet
No,
all the
not at
friends
all.
with their kids and take
Yes.
I did all that for years. I've done my time. So,
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So,
Put in our time,
anyways,
did it. It's their turn now.
it's their turn now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't take the babies out. And then I'll have Milani and Ozzy out tomorrow afternoon for a few hours.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Before or after you get your massage?
After.
After, okay. So you'll be all limber.
In theory.
In theory, right?
Yeah. Well, they'll be at the
Yeah.
great grandparents part of the day, and then they'll be with me the other part. So.
Okay, good.
Because I have my
Good.
appointment. So yeah. So I get to pick them up. They were here
Yeah.
today, but she came to get some of her items.
Okay.
We're getting less and less,
Yes.
and so they were asleep in the car.
Oh, okay.
So I just
So
went
they
and
couldn't
peeked at
come
them.
down and see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
went and peeked at them.
That's what I
So
do sometimes when my daughter has them
they're very
around.
peaceful like that.
Exactly. So peekaboo. Shh.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah. So they were sleeping, and so it was all good.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah. So that was
Good.
about it. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
very uneventful today, and
Oh,
I
well,
don't
you
know.
still got 3 more days to go. So
I like uneventful. I like peace and calm and quiet and just kind of doing my own thing, and
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was telling my coworker today here. I was telling her, I just don't want to do anything in my life, but I was singing it, right? So she goes, I like that. I said, yes, I do too.
You know what's
I
funny
do too.
is it's funny. I think about it and I try to figure it out. So growing up, I had Joni and Dwight, and because I had Joni and Dwight in my life, I had some really neat experiences. They treated me like their daughter, and so I got to travel and do things, and I like that lifestyle. I don't need to
Yes,
be here.
correct.
I like seeing and exploring things. Unfortunately, it takes money to do that, and they were
It does.
wealthy.
Yeah.
As a kid, it never occurred to me, and if I ever asked them, "Are you wealthy?" they would say, "We're wealthy with love." However, as I got older and I handled some of their financials, that was not the case.
They didn't have lots of love in their financial.
No, they had both. They had the whole love
Yeah.
thing, but the answer to the question that I asked when I was 10,
Correct.
11, 12 years old is yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you don't realize stuff like that when you're young.
No. So, because I talk to people all day, every day,
I feel you.
yeah, even on my lunch,
Yes.
there's no
I don't have
escaping.
lunch.
Yeah. I don't typically have a lunch like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal people.
Yeah. So there's always something going on. I mean, if they're not in my face across from me at my desk, then I'm on the phone with someone. So
Sure.
when I'm home, I totally, completely value my alone time and quiet time. But I also like the adventure. So I don't mind all the people when I'm on an adventure.
Well, and I agree with you. That's because you, in your head, you're already on an adventure. You're going somewhere. You're doing something. If it's like you said, like going and watching the fireworks, you've done it 10,000 times. That's not an adventure anymore.
It's
So
not an adventure.
no,
Yeah. So it's
no.
it's not about sounding like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older, I'm turning into one of those. It's like I've just done it so much. Even as a
Yeah.
kid with Joni and Dwight, we used to go drive to south of the border, spend $1,000 on the big boomers, and come home. Back in the day, $1,000 was a lot, by the way, because we're talking this is in early to mid 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
was a
know,
lot back then,
you
definitely.
know, yeah, and I just if I'm going somewhere and there's a bunch of people, like I was talking to someone today that I used to work with, and he kind of checks in every once in a while. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
He was let go from the clinic, and I said, "Whoa, I booked a cruise for June." He goes, "All those people on a boat." I'm like, "Who
But yeah, but
cares?
are you going to be with all those people all the time on the boat? No.
All at once?
You're right.
No."
Everybody come to my cabin.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah. I'm like, the things that upset people, and I'm sorry if you're listening to this. He does listen occasionally. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I love you, but who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
Life is
that
short.
yeah, go enjoy yourself. My God, if I had an
I talk to
opportunity, I
people.
would do it.
I talk
Yeah.
to people all the time, but that's a different talking than what I talk to them about at work all day, every day.
Well, of course, it is a different talk. You're not going to be on
So,
the boat talking about work stuff. So,
no. And when I'm
yeah,
snorkeling, I don't care. Oh, I
exactly.
saw the coolest thing. We were out jet skiing. And, I was thinking about it, and I actually think I have seen this, but I've never seen it here on the water. I think I've seen it when I've been out, like in the Caymans or Bonaire. I think it might have been like someplace like Bonaire, maybe even out in the Keys, but not
Okay.
here locally. Danny and I were on the skis in front of Coachman Park, which is now the new Sound or Baycare Sound.
Mm-hmm.
And a ray jumped out of the water chasing a fish.
Oh.
And I was like, and I just put my phone away. I was like,
Oh no. So
and then
you
I
couldn't
look over
catch it.
at her and she's looking over here. I'm like, did you
Oh,
see that? She's like, no. I'm like, damn it.
oh. Damn.
I swear that Ray was smiling like, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
They
sure the
always
fish's
do
eyes
that.
were like this big, like going, holy crap.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Yeah, I know I chased a spotted eagle ray in the Caymans, and he might have been going in and out of the water, but I was in the water in this shallow area trying to get to him, and he just was, typically they're non-cooperative. So
Right. Oh, I was gonna say.
just saying.
Hey, look at me.
No one wants to be petted. I don't know.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
It's just like leave me alone.
Yeah, let me do my Ray thing. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that was neat. Of course, there's dolphin everywhere, but I was
Yeah.
kind of like, damn it. So yeah, that was cool.
Oh, yeah, that was neat.
It was not anything I've ever seen on the intercoastal. That's for sure.
Right,
I
right.
just hadn't seen that before. So that was fun. So yeah, and
Yeah.
I looked at my app today, and it's like you have 29 days to your cruise. I'm like, do I?
Woohoo!
I cannot stand myself.
I bet. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear all about it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I cannot stand myself. I'm just ready to go do something, ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And yeah,
I'm ready to go too. I just don't know where. But like I said, I might, go to the beach for the day. So who knows? Get my little cooler, put some drinks in there, put some food in there, and head on out.
girlfriend, you got to do this stuff.
Yeah. I'm just excited for my spa day on Monday that's happening.
Oh
So
gosh, I would be
I can't
excited.
wait for that.
Unfortunately, I can't get a chocolate spa around here. I looked it up.
I know. Sorry. It's Hershey. What can I
I know.
say?
Shut up.
I'm a little disappointed though, because being my daughter being pregnant, she can't really do too much. So they
Yeah.
had to kind of rearrange her schedule a little bit. So some of the things we're not doing kind of together, but it's okay. We get to
Well,
actually
she
have
gets,
lunch and at the
yeah,
Oasis and stuff like that. So
the pampering will be good for her too.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very relaxing, nice and I better shave.
I had to do that to ride the jet skis the other day. I was going to make a wax
Yeah.
appointment, but I'm going to save the wax appointment for the cruise. So
Yeah.
come the beginning of June.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I better shave. That's terrible.
So,
Can you imagine going in there and lifting your arm up and then you look like you're from France? So I
yeah,
don't know.
I can't do that.
No, I can't either.
Not for
Yeah.
me.
No,
I'd never
no,
survive in France.
no, me neither. That would bother me so bad, all that
It just,
hair
you
and
gotta
it
feel all
just
that.
bothered. Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
no,
Well, what are we
no,
talking about today? We'll dispose of hair later.
right. We'll have that conversation later.
Yes.
How do you feel about having your significant other going through your phone? And I want to say, I posted the question because I do see some couples with shared Facebook pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a few of them and the reasons why. So, I would assume that their significant other probably has access to their phone. So
Sure.
I got a lot of responses. I didn't write them all down because I already wrote down one, two,
10,000? No, I'm just kidding.
3 3/4 pages, and I have more I can read.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
a lot of I have nothing to hide. It's not about hiding anything. I want everyone to understand. It didn't involve the question. The thought behind the question wasn't involving are you being dishonest, disloyal, having inappropriate conversations.
Right.
Um, for me, my phone is my phone.
Yeah.
If
Same.
I'm having a conversation with you or any other girlfriend, you could be sharing something private.
Mm-hmm.
I could be venting about something, most likely,
Yeah.
you know, and it's between us and not everyone else.
Correct. Same.
And
I haven't really had anyone go through my phone, to be honest with you. I like a significant other or a boyfriend or even any of my
well, a
girlfriends.
lot of the responses were, well, yeah. And when I say significant other, it's like you give them the passcode and you give them the right to look whenever they want.
Right.
And that type of thing. And again, my phone is my phone. If I'm having a private conversation with a girlfriend and we're sharing girl stuff, it's between us. Even
Correct.
though we may be in relationships, we are still individuals with individual thoughts and conversations and moments to vent, and that's a two-way road, by the way.
Yeah. And
I
it's
by
not for
no
everyone.
means I by no means expect to be rummaging through anyone's phone to check up on you. If I have to check
Right.
up on you, we need to not be together.
Exactly.
And if you
Exactly.
violate that trust, well, you need to go away. You
Well,
know,
I had a boyfriend who like if his phone would ring, he would turn it towards him or whatever. And then there was one time where he wanted me to write some text message to somebody. Okay. And so I was typing the text message, but as soon as like a bing came through or something, it was like he would snap it like right away, take it off.
yeah.
I'm like, what's the problem? Like here. Oh, no, I haven't got nothing to hide. Okay, well, I didn't ask you that. That's not what I asked you. Like,
Yeah.
why are you like so possessive over your phone? That is why he's my ex-boyfriend. That's not the only thing, but that's part of it.
Well, when you're having inappropriate conversations and you're caught, that's
Right.
basically an entirely different thing. But my phone
Mhm.
is my phone. Now, I have had my phone broken into.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. And my
Oh,
email. And
oh.
needless to say, very disappointing stuff. for that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I had my messenger broken into the one time on Facebook.
yeah.
And but that was also very disappointing for them too. So I have no
Yeah.
idea.
I'm like,
I mean, I don't really, there's nothing interesting in my phone, to be honest with you. I even
well, like
laugh
girl
about it.
conversations can be interesting. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but they're not, yeah. So, but
Well,
my phone is my phone, and that's
yeah,
just the way it will always be. It is something that is my personal space, my personal thing. Um,
correct.
when you have a family and stuff, you share pretty much everything anyways, but women, it's a great way for women to talk and communicate and vent about the day.
Yeah, nobody has to know your conversation. That's
you
between
know
you and
and
that other person, or
and
you
like
and that group of people, whatever it
we
is.
we had that one guest on, the Scarlet Letter guest, and there's things that you know were messaged that aren't for everyone to see,
Correct.
and
Correct.
it's no one's business, so
No.
male or female, so unless she shares it with everybody. So my phone is my phone. And that's just how I feel about it. It has nothing to do. If you break into my stuff because you think I'm up to something, well, you just totally change the dynamics of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Has anyone ever asked you to see your phone?
No, no one's asked. It was
Yeah.
broken into. So I hope you enjoyed all the coupons in my email and discount codes, because I don't email anybody, so it's very
Yeah.
disappointing. I don't
I've
email anybody.
never.
I don't have a job where I'm emailing.
Right.
I work in the medical field. I work out of a medical program.
Yeah.
Everything I do comes from a medical program and is in a patient's chart. There's nothing I can access
From home. Yeah. Or
from
from your phone.
home,
Yeah.
from my phone.
Yeah.
That also includes printing. We don't get emails in because we're on a closed loop to protect people's records because they're in our computers now. So,
Sure. Of course.
I if I email, it's to pre-arrival, it's to my supervisor, and it's from work, and it's in a closed
Sure.
loop. It's nothing from home. And so I have a million discount codes and coupons if anyone wants to break into my phone to
There you
say,
go.
you need a discount on cup sheet.
Yes. Here you
I got a
go.
code for you.
Yeah. No,
you
no one's
know,
asked me. No one's asked me to look
no
at
one's
my phone
asked me.
either.
Yeah, but I've been broken
I did
into.
though, the boyfriend that I was referring to, when I questioned him about it and he's telling me that he has nothing to hide or whatever, he goes, "Well, let me see your phone." I just picked it up and handed it to him. I said, "What do you want to see?"
Right?
I said, "You don't see me turning it or flipping it or getting something done every time I get a call or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not prying into your business." Um, Plus, I think he has uh, something about him where he doesn't like people asking him where he's been, what he's doing, where he's coming from, who he's seeing, something like
Uh,
that.
he's got
Like just
secrets.
questioning him. Yeah, he doesn't like people
Well,
questioning him.
that's funny because I don't always like to be questioned either. It's like I don't
No,
really
and
do anything, so
right.
I'm doing the
And
same
I
things
get
I
it.
always do.
Right. And I get it and I understand that. And he tells me, and I do that with my mom, and my mom sometimes gets upset and whatever. And I get it. I understand. You don't like to be questioned all the time. I don't like to be questioned all the time
Yeah.
because you're not doing anything wrong. But yeah, when you are doing something wrong and I'm catching you, because you ask me to touch your phone. I didn't just touch your phone. But
Correct.
now you're trying to swipe it away from me. Like now that makes me wonder
Yeah.
and makes
Yeah.
my brain start going and wonder, like, what are you exactly doing on your phone?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
yeah, I
I
hear you.
just,
Well, everyone that responded is nothing to hide, nothing to hide. I didn't say anyone had anything to hide.
right.
But
It
it's so
wasn't about
funny.
hidden treasure.
Right? It's so funny. Everyone's natural instinct is to go on that
It
defense.
is, right? Right?
It's what have we done
Totally.
to ourselves,
I know. I know.
So, um, first response, hubby and I have each other's passwords. I've never checked his, and he has never checked mine. He's welcome to. I have nothing to hide, neither does he. We trust each other. We don't even check his daughter's phone since she's, never done anything to violate our trust.
Okay, well that they have a good relationship then.
Yep. I have zero problems with my husband going through my phone and is welcome to anytime, as I am welcome to go through his. We never do, as we have 100% trust in each other and communicate everything. But if either of us don't have our phone on us and need to look something up or something, we will just use each other's without
Each other's phone.
each
Yeah.
other's phones. Without 100% trust, in my opinion, there is no real relationship. The only things we hide from each other are gifts until it's time to give them up.
Yeah, my daughter and her husband do that. So they just, they don't go through each other's phone, but if there's something that the other one needs, they just hand each other their phones and then they do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
So,
I do
yeah.
get emailed receipts. That can be exciting sometimes if I purchase
It
something.
is, yeah. Depends on what you're purchasing. I don't know.
Ain't nothing exciting.
Yeah.
Don't care much. He has my passwords and vice versa. We have nothing to hide. I only care about around gift giving time. We have nothing to hide from each other.
Okay. You're right. It is all about hiding.
It is. It's a lot about hiding. I'd feel weird about it, to be honest. It's not that I have anything to hide, but I'm also a very private person, and my need for privacy doesn't really change when I'm in a relationship. I always need my own spaces, and my phone is one of those spaces. I think that a demand to look at a person's phone is kind of a red flag. It would make me wonder what the other person was hiding in order to make them so mistrustful.
Yeah, that goes along with kind of what you were saying about it being your own personal private area.
Yeah.
So it is.
I mean, it's funny because and it's just like people always ask me because I have dogs. Everyone knows I have dogs. You don't let your dog sleep with you? No, it's my one fur-free zone. Is my room.
Yeah.
They hog up all the rest of the house. So one
and your couch, I know
and
that.
My couch, yes. And I keep those covered to try to defer that as much as keep it deferred as much as possible. It's the one place where there's no fur on my bed.
Yeah.
There's no fur in that room or on my bed. My son used to let Axel sleep with him, and he'd wake up with dog fur stuck in his thick,
oh
really
gosh.
curly hair,
yes.
And he'd be like,
I can't get it out.
And covered in it. And I love the dogs. I just don't want to inhale and sleep in their fur.
Right. Of course.
And he's a shepherd. He sheds year round. And twice a year, it's 20 times worse.
Yes.
So,
my daughter's
has
dog is
nothing
the same.
to do with loving them. Nothing to do with loving them.
But it's your own time. That's your own space.
It's my space. He's also 80 pounds, and when it's a bad storm and he's knocking on my bedroom door to get in because he doesn't like the thunder, and I eventually let him in just so I can get some sleep, he is rude. He is a bed hog. He wants the pillows. I have 4 of them. I'm like, you get
oh
one.
My gosh. This is so much more comfortable than the couch.
Yeah, right. You suffer so.
Yes.
So good
No,
God.
and I agree with you, and I also agree with our commenter there. It is your own personal space. You have your own things in there. It's just like your own room. You want your things situated in your phone just like you want your things situated in your life. It's the same thing. And it's not for everybody's eyes. Because like you said, it could be you and your girlfriends, or I could be talking to somebody that you don't need to know about.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's entitled to their privacy. And just because you get married or you have a relationship with someone doesn't mean you lose all rights to just being your individual self and having some privacy and something that's yours and your own. And there is someone that talks about that else too. So it's interesting because most people were like, I have nothing to hide. And it's like, didn't say you did. I just was,
Well,
you
that's
know.
good that she automatically like went to this is my own private space. So, and I
Hmm.
like that. Then she didn't go quickly right to the I have nothing to hide business, you know.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah.
We use each other's phones sometimes, usually out of sheer laziness, but there's no going through it. I'm not looking at his messages or emails. I'm just Googling whether geese really have hollow bones. By the way, birds have hollow bones. It's how they stay light
Yes.
in flight because I Googled it.
Yes.
If
Yes.
anyone is in a relationship where a partner goes through their phone to check up on them, that's controlling behavior and a red flag for abuse.
Could be. Yeah. Definitely.
I think in a lot of cases it is. I
Yeah.
think if someone's demanding it, they were either burned in a previous relationship or they don't trust you. I mean, I guess either way that would be not trusting you. But you can't
Right.
take
It would.
your baggage from a previous relationship and bring it to a new relationship and expect it to be successful.
Yeah, no, of course you can't. Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened to the days when we didn't even have these phones? Now it's like
Correct.
everybody's phone is stuck in their
And let
face.
me tell you what, my dad cheated on my mom and he didn't need a cell phone to do it.
No, I sure didn't. That's for sure.
You know,
You don't needed a cell phone for anything, to be honest. I mean,
no.
we lived, I think, the best life ever. You know, you left the house, nobody knew where you were going unless you told them, let's say, I'm going to my girlfriend's house or whatever. You left the house, you did your thing, nobody bothered you, nobody sent you 10,000 text messages, nobody called you every 5 minutes, nobody. And now you wonder why everybody has anxiety. No shit.
I know, right?
I would
Everyone's got
have
to
a,
know everything right this second.
exactly. You should see sometimes when you know, my phone will go bing, 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 bing all the time. I'm like, oh no, I don't think so. I put the damn thing away.
Yeah,
Either that or I silence it because I can't do that. That would give me anxiety.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't have my phone on me 24/7 all the time. You know, I keep it when I need it.
yeah.
Um, and I'm not one of those people that'll sit there and just go through Facebook and keep going and going and going and going and going and never sleep.
Right. No, no. I do like my sleep.
Yes. I
Wouldn't
think one of
care.
them though, TikTok, I think one of them, TikTok
Mm-hmm.
or Instagram or maybe both, they have a reality check. They
Do they?
will like, yeah. So when you go through, if you've been on your phone for such a long time, they will say, "Hi, it's time to go to bed. You've been
Does
on
it
here for a
really?
while." Yes. And it's actually a human being.
Really?
Yeah, it's a human
Wow.
being.
I've been TikToking for the girlfriend page. I haven't run it. Well, I'm not on there forever.
Well, you have to be on it, like
Yeah. It
looking at it
just,
and just going through.
I just can't.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't care, and he has access anytime he wants, as well as vice versa. Married 20 years. Well, I'm glad you're married 20 years.
Yes.
Um, that's a big thing in nowadays society and world.
Absolutely.
Fine, we have the same pin lock. We never really go into each other's phones unless either of us ask. So they share the same pin numbers on each phone so that
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
no, no
That's good.
secrets, no
No, no,
secrets.
no secrets. Nobody's hiding anything.
Can I
It's
have
all
the
the
pin
same.
number to your ATM? Just
Yeah.
curious.
Well, nobody can go through my phone. I was just telling you, mine is thumbprinted. So they would have to cut my thumb off or they would have to use it while I'm sleeping and I would have to be completely oblivious to the
Yeah,
fact, you know,
yeah,
which could
yeah.
possibly happen. I have no
It could
idea,
happen. You're a pretty
you
sound
know.
sleeper.
Yeah, I am. Not
quick
according
get
to my watch.
quick getter
According to
thumb.
my watch, I'm a very light sleeper.
Do you sleep with your watch on?
I sleep with my watch on because sometimes I like to see my sleep phases
Oh
and it will
yeah.
show you all your different sleep phases.
So yeah, mine does too.
Hmm.
Mine does too. I do not sleep with it on though.
Yeah. I
I don't.
slept with mine on for a lot. It's like my bra. I sleep with it on all the time.
I sleep with none of that on.
Yeah.
I cannot stand jewelry on me while I sleep. I don't like having jewelry on and water or fluids getting under the ring
Yeah.
part. I can't
Yeah.
stand. That's like I gotta have some freedom from all that. I
Yeah.
just me when I sleep. I don't have any of that stuff on.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The only one that I actually have on would be this bracelet that I have, and it has a little infinity sign on it, and that's only because I got the same one for my daughter, just in a different color. I got her white gold instead of gold, and so yellow gold, and so that's the only bracelet actually that I keep on. But every once in a while I do. I haven't worn earrings and my God, I can't even remember when. So, but I do also have this necklace. This is my mom's necklace. And I have another one, but it broke, so I need to fix it. But those I usually sleep with, and I shower with and everything.
I feel like I'm being choked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can feel like that
when I was
sometimes.
a teenager. I slept with all that on. Now I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, it all comes off. I don't wear any much anyway, so.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Full access on both ends. Although I am a writer, so he knows my Google searches might be kind of weird.
Yeah, I like that one. That's funny because sometimes I'll hand my phone. I handed my phone to the guy that was setting up the cameras in here. And I'm like, here you go. I said, you could look through my phone. I don't really have any dirty pictures or anything like that in there. He just looked at me. I'm like, I'm just kidding. Calm down.
Right? Nowadays,
Yeah.
you never know.
No, you don't know nowadays, but no. Calm down.
No. One of my fingerprint readers is his. He can get on my phone and I can get on his. Neither has to ask. So
you can do
when you
multiple.
Say, oh, can you?
Yes.
I don't have that on my phone. Mine's facial recognition. So, okay.
Yeah, you can do multiple fingerprints. Yeah. You can. I don't think you could do facial recognition multiple, but
no.
Thumbprint for sure.
I'm good with that because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. There's a right and left too. I don't know if you ever noticed that. There's a right and left.
Well, I know when I set up my iPhone, when it had my old iPhone had the thumbprint recognition.
Mm-hmm.
It was like which thumb, whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe then, but I don't have any.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of new things nowadays.
Well,
they have crazy things now.
I mean, mine's just like I said, facial, so it just swipes and unlocks. It just so I don't know.
Well, mine also has a time. So if like, for example, if I hand you my phone and you haven't touched it or moved the screen at all, the screen will just go back. It'll lock it.
Yeah, mine locks after so many seconds. If it hasn't had any activity, it just locks. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would have to reopen it again with my thumbprint. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Or my code. I have a code too, but I usually just use my thumbprint.
I can use a code too, but it just is my face.
Yeah.
So, my husband has access to my phone at all times and knows my password, so I don't mind at all. I also have access to his phone and password. It would feel weird and sneaky if he went through my phone at night without telling me, as if he was suspicious of me, since he has access to it whenever he wants.
Yeah, it would, but I mean, if she's sleeping, how she's going to know if he's going through her phone or not?
Well, exactly. He would have to tell her, and if he doesn't want to tell her,
yeah, she's not going to know.
She's not going to know.
Nope.
I personally don't mind. He really, it really depends on how they ask, though.
Yeah, true.
I would think so.
Yeah, I
more
think so
demanding than just asking. Do you mind if I go? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide, so it's no big deal. My spouse is my favorite person. Well, then you are very lucky.
You are very lucky.
Is your favorite person.
Yes.
Does not bother me at all. I've never given him a reason not to trust me, so he's never asked.
Yeah, it does. Everything situates around trust.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He will definitely find some notes of me about of me shit talking him, but he can go for it. That was someone's post.
But don't we all do that once in a while? We just vent. You know, it doesn't mean that you dislike or have less love for that person. It doesn't mean that. It's just because you're venting. You're venting to another person that you trust, So So yeah, I mean, unless they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and then when you're venting, then you might say some colorful words, but you know, whatever.
Well, I had like 70 replies, and a lot
Yeah,
of it was based on trust.
trust. Yeah.
Um, Instant no. After all the abuse I've been through in my life, I will not have people invading my privacy in that way. I don't have anything to hide, but I still deserve my privacy and personal space. I don't currently have a partner, but I would never go through another person's phone in that way. That's just where my boundaries sit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Yeah.
everyone has their reason, but you are entitled. Um, you know, you're entitled
Yeah.
either way. I wouldn't like it. I have nothing to hide, but it's still no one's business. I also don't care about other people's phones. And that's how I feel. I
No,
really
same.
don't care what's
Same.
in your phone.
Same.
Um, if he's too paranoid or insecure for me, he's not the one. Someone else wrote, seems controlling. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Okay.
Why do it?
Yeah, if you don't like it. And basically, I'll do it because they have nothing to hide. But I don't like it that somebody's asking me to look through my phone.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
So,
go over to someone's house and say, can I go through your filing cabinet?
right, exactly. Or can I go through your personal drawer?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
out of respect, I'd want to be asked first and told why they feel they need to look. But if he wanted to, I'd let him look anytime. All he'll find is TikToks and a whole load of voice notes to my bestie.
Yeah. Yeah, when if I'm asking somebody to use their phone, I usually just say, "Do you mind? Are
Yeah.
you okay with that?" And if they're
Yeah.
not okay, then that's fine. Like
Yeah.
if
It's
I
no
ask
different
you,
than anything else. Can I borrow
yeah,
your car? Can I borrow this? Can
correct.
I, you ask,
Correct. If we were
you know.
looking up something and you couldn't find it and I didn't have my phone, I would just be like, "Hey, do you mind? I can see if I can search for it." And that's
Right?
it. Simple.
Seems evasive, but I'm not hiding anything from him. Another comment. You either trust or you don't. I've got nothing to hide. I don't care. The worst he'll find is a rare porn history of me venting to friends. And he knows about my occasional extreme BDSM porn. Not a problem for him. He's not into it, but respects my desire to look at this stuff. So it's so funny because all I did was ask. And now I know that this person is into BDSM.
Yes.
And he's not into it, but respects her for it.
Yeah.
And she likes to look at it.
Well,
So.
she's not hiding it from him. She already told him
Or
about it.
us.
So, yeah, yes, or us. We respect you for it too.
Yeah, right. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's a cute one.
I thought it was funny. I've been with my significant other for 6 years. He has no access to my phone. I have no access to his. We have never had a reason to, nor are we interested. If he did go through my phone, he wouldn't find anything, so it really wouldn't be a big deal outside of being a fool. Not really sure what that means. So
I don't know.
I have nothing to hide, but I wouldn't like it.
Okay, then don't do it. That's it.
If he asks, go for it. If he grabs it without my permission, not cool. Just because we're married doesn't mean we forfeit our right to privacy. And that's exactly
Well,
right.
yeah, exactly. It's like your purse, you don't just go in
Yep.
somebody's purse, you know?
Yeah. And then someone put, depends on what the relationship is like. It depends. It wouldn't be a problem for me at first, but but I would really ask what made him do that. If he just played with it and looked at it, it's not a problem. But if it's about some kind of jealousy, I would want to resolve it and work on it. Also, it depends on if his feelings are understandable or if it's some kind of possessive shit. The second one would be a huge turnoff for me.
Yeah, definitely.
again, for me, what's mine as far as the phone goes is mine. You
Yeah.
know, it's you know,
Well,
where
like you said,
we
it's
still
like
have
everything
some
else.
privacy, some
Yeah,
individuality. I can talk to you, I can talk to Danny, I can talk to Laura,
exactly.
vice versa.
Exactly.
It's not about hiding anything.
No,
You know, it doesn't
no.
have to have this negative tone to it. It just, you know, but a lot of people
Yeah, immediately
res-
go to hiding. Yeah.
to hiding.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was
that's
interesting.
nuts.
Yeah, it was interesting to me. The few that touched on women's rights and earning privacy and all that stuff,
Yeah.
kind of more where I was going.
Yeah.
That's more my thing, even though I've had my trust of someone violated.
Yeah.
You know, I still am all big about let's not step back in time for ourselves. So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
in all things. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it was interesting what we've done to ourselves. Everything's so negative as far as it being about the
Well,
trust thing. And
it
again,
is,
I get
right?
it. Like I said, I know a few people share a few Facebook pages with their significant other, and I know for a fact a few of them have cheated, and that's
Mm-hmm. But
why.
haven't we all been in that position too, about in any relationship? It doesn't have to be an actual significant other, where there's, some trust issues between you and another person. So I can see where they would be like, immediately it jumps to the trust. I have
Yeah,
nothing to hide. I can understand that a little bit. But yeah, what have we done to ourselves?
yeah,
Like, wow.
yeah.
We were in one space at one point in time, and now it's all about, do we trust people
Well,
anymore?
it's funny because a lot of people post social media has ruined. Well, no, social media is a platform, and people are people, and
Yes.
people cheated since they've been on the face of this earth.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know,
It's the
back
choices that you choose.
it's they, if you look at the hieroglyphics and the pyramids and stuff, people
Oh
have
yeah.
cheated since the beginning of time, since they've been on
Yes.
Earth. Social media has made it easier for those people to do what they're going to do anyways. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's like one button away. That's it.
Yeah.
Very simple. A little bit of
Yeah.
typing and one button away, and that's it. You've sent a message that maybe you shouldn't have sent, because it's even a message to me, it's considered cheating.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to
I mean,
physically in the act do it, but to
well, it
me,
depends on
that's
what the
cheating.
message says.
Well, like
Because,
in a cheating type of form,
yeah.
but to each his own. I mean, like you said, and for me, I'm like you. It's part of my own personal space. My phone is my phone. I don't mind anybody looking at my phone if necessary or need be, but I've never been asked, and nor has anybody tried. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
I
You
haven't
know,
gotten to that point yet.
it's not a fun point to be in.
No,
It
absolutely
creates
not.
a lot of other things, but
Yeah.
social media is not to blame for people's choices.
No,
It's just a
exactly.
platform. It's not a being. Well, with
You're
AI, I
right.
mean, that's kind of whatever happening there, but
Oh my gosh, I know. It's all over now. It's even
hmm
on Facebook. Like when you're scrolling through Facebook, there's a little AI thing all the way at the top in the
Meta,
right
yeah.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah. And
They're
even Florida
spying on us.
Blue uses it for their clearinghouse now.
Oh, really?
hmm
Wow.
It's actually called AI. They changed
Wow.
it a few months ago. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, that's
Well,
creepy.
even if we're looking at our phone, we're not alone. So,
Oh, no,
no, people are
we're not
watching us.
alone. Oh, I know. I can talk about bathing suits, and I go on Facebook, and 2 seconds later, I have ads for all kinds.
Oh, yeah, same. Same.
You
I think
know,
we did that one time.
I think we
You and
did.
I were on a podcast and we were talking about something, and then all of a sudden, bam,
It
bam,
was,
bam, bam, there
it's
was
all over
everything on
our
the
phone.
phone. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, the phones are not to blame. The people are always to blame. It's
And the
just a
phone is
device.
not your life. My gosh, put the phone down, enjoy life, talk to people. For goodness sake, like it's not everything. These young people don't understand a life without a phone. And then it causes
Yeah.
controversy, like it would cause fights if somebody was
Yeah.
looking through the phone. It would
Yeah.
cause problems in the relationship. It was something that wasn't there or never existed. Now all of a sudden exists and now you're fighting about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes technology is not a good thing.
No. No.
You know, sometimes it's just not a good thing.
No, it's not worth uh
Well, again,
human
technology is
being
not
or
to blame.
humanity.
It's how the people use it. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
So,
true,
don't
true.
get me wrong.
Yeah,
It has its benefits, but
it
you
does.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
that was it. That was
That
it.
was
Trust was
it
the big thing. Everyone jumped on the trust
on the trip.
bandwagon.
Yeah. No, I like the
Yeah.
personal space thing. That's the personal space, and it's my phone is my phone, like you said, and that's
Yeah.
it. The end, end of the story.
Yep. It
But
is.
yeah.
It is. My phone is my phone, and it is my personal space, and it is just for me.
And I don't
Not
have
to
to let
say,
anybody
and
in
I
if I don't
and
want
I
to.
I have handed it to coworkers when they wanted to see something or show them something, or I wanted to show them
Sure.
something, or they wanted them to read something. But um, yeah, there's no other reason for anyone else to have my phone.
No, and they usually read it or look at it and then they hand it right back to you. So it's not
Yeah.
like they're, oh, wait, let me see. Let me look through all your
I
messages and
mean,
see.
you want a great discount code? I probably have one you could use.
There you go.
Because I swear I unsubscribe to stuff, and for everything I unsubscribe to, I get like another 10 in its place of places I've never even
Right?
heard of. I'm
I
like,
know.
what is this? You know?
Well, I have a lot of food invoices if anybody would like to look through those too.
Would you like to double
You're more
check the
than
math
welcome.
for me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So,
but it is personal space. And that, someone mentioned about women, and yes, women have had to fight for rights. And we haven't had them all that long, considering.
yeah.
And it's just one
And
more
still
thing.
fighting too on some of the
Yeah,
stuff. So, yeah,
it's ridiculous. Just let
it
us
is.
be and let us
It
make our
is.
own decisions. We are big people.
Are we?
Well,
It's 2024. I mean, for goodness
I
sake,
I
like, come
definitely
on.
can be an adult when I need to be, but if I don't, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it is 2024, and you are not responsible for my choices. Only I am responsible for my choices, and that goes in all avenues of it. So,
Yes,
and I'm not
100%.
responsible for Pascal's choices. The fact that she hasn't moved here, that's on her.
Exactly. It's not on you.
It's not on me. Lord knows I've tried.
Lord knows I'm thinking about it and kind of moving that way. So we'll see. I
So
think eventually, who knows? Eventually, we shall meet in our Golden Girl home. So, yes, I know. I know. Time, time. We're still
but
young. Come on, look at us.
well,
We're
it's going
gorgeous.
fast.
Gorgeous. We are
It's
gorgeous.
going fast.
It is going fast, I know. With the blink of an
Everyone,
eye.
everyone keeps saying we have time, we have time. The reality is
We don't.
we don't.
We really don't. Look at May. Look at the month of May. It's already almost finished. Like next
Ye-
week begins June. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy to me. Crazy. What happened to May? Where did it go? I have no idea.
I don't know where anything went, to be quite honest. Um,
Already in,
it's
almost in the middle of the year now, before you
soon,
know it.
soon,
Mm-hmm.
soon you will be a little older.
Soon, yeah. Don't mention that on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
When we record.
But everybody already turned older, didn't they? Except
Crystal
you. You're the
did.
last one.
I'm the baby of the bunch.
You are the baby. You're the last one.
So yeah, you're
Yeah,
next.
pretty soon.
And
Yeah.
are we recording on your birthday?
Sure, why not?
I don't
I'm
know
not
if you
doing
have
anything.
some
I'm
hot
here.
party that you're doing.
Yeah, really hot party with lots of food, lots of hummus and baba ganoush
Oh, I love
and
baba
falafels.
ganoush. Oh, baba
Yeah,
ganoush.
it's a big
Yeah.
party over here.
Right?
No, not like last year. Last year was my party. Yes, I had a great party last year. Yes.
I remember the video.
Yes, I know. I know. We won't speak about it, but it was a lot of fun, just so everybody knows. It was the best time I have ever had, to be honest with you. And I just, I said I was turning 50 and I just wanted to be free and do whatever the heck I want. And so I did.
You did.
I did. And I had a lot of
Yeah.
people, it was a girl night. So I
Yeah.
had a lot of girls, around me. I'm sure my daughter was completely embarrassed, but it's okay.
She survived.
She did. She survived. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. But yeah, we're absolutely going to record. Why not? I'm not doing anything. I'll be here.
I'll bring the balloons and the...
Yeah, well, maybe we'll do a drink night.
Oh, we could do a drink night, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a drink night. I think I found a couple of cute drinks that I think I have all the ingredients here for. So
I have to go shopping.
Yes. Well, I might, because I don't know how old my pineapple juice in there is. I know.
You should shop
brown.
for that. Oh,
yeah.
You should shop for that.
No,
yeah,
it's not turning brown. No.
So you should
I
shop
usually
for
get
that.
rid of them before they start having a bunch of fungus on them. So I know it's gross, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But anyway, we enjoy you guys listening at all the time. I can't even talk tonight anymore.
Right.
We enjoy having you guys here listening to us. If there's anything that you would like to hear us speak about or talk about, please leave them in the comments below. Or you can email Shar and she will go ahead and get to that. But keep them comments going. We appreciate them so much. And I have actually enjoyed this podcast with you a lot. I think we're almost up to our 40th episode.
We're getting there.
So that's very exciting. So on our 50th, we are going to actually get balloons and have a balloon party, okay? So we're getting there soon. But thank you guys, and I'll turn it over to you.
So, tonight was number 38.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Crazy. As always, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Apple, Google, Pandora, TuneIn, iHeart, and Deezer.
Everywhere.
We are TikToking.
See, there's more.
Facebooking. We're Instagramming.
Exactly.
And we have Patreon. And we're going to come up with something for Patreon at some point. It's just not there yet, but
eventually.
Eventually, yeah. There's things to do. Things to do, my dear.
People to see, things to do.
Lots to do.
That's always a pleasure on date morning.
It is always a pleasure on date morning. It is only 1:19, so we are finished a lot sooner
than normal,
And
we started a little earlier today, so that was good.
We did, which is good because I have a massage at 10:45.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, I have a massage at 10:45, and then I have to pick up the little people in the afternoon. So.
All right, well, enjoy that massage and enjoy your time with your little people, and it's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, my dear, and as always, have a wonderful night and a wonderful Saturday at work. Hope it's not too busy in a good way, but runs smoothly.
Yes. Yes. Smoothly is the key.
Smoothly
That's
is the key.
Yes.
I'm like, I hope it's, well, wait a minute. I want it to be busy for you to make the money, but I don't want you to be so tortured.
Right.
So
Yeah. Smoothly is the word of the
I hope
day.
everyone shows up for their shift and does what they're supposed to do and creates no drama for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are. I've heard the stories, so
I know.
absolutely. And as always, you have a wonderful rest of your night.
You too. Good night.
Bye.